Most childcare programs lose their best enrollment leads, not to the competition, but to what happens after the call. Let's say she called your program. You answered the phone. You gave her all the information, told her about your toddler room, your hours, your teachers. She said, and I quote, "That sounds great. I'll call you back." And then she vanished. No callback, no tour, nothing. And you moved on. You assumed she went somewhere else and she forgot about it. Here's what I want to tell you today. She probably didn't go somewhere else. You just stopped too soon. Or maybe she did go somewhere else. You just stopped too soon. Hi, I'm Dina, and I have over 21 years of experience in ECE. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly where your enrollment is leaking in a simple 3-touch system that fills spots without feeling pushy, salesy, or desperate. All right, let's get into it. Before I give you the fix, I want to show you where the problem actually is, because most childcare owners think that they have a marketing problem. They think that there's not enough people finding them. And sometimes that's true, but more often the issue is what happens after the inquiry. So a lot of times families are finding you, they're just not converting. Here are the 3 places enrollment leaks most. Leak number 1 is your online presence doesn't build enough trust before they even call. So when a parent finds your program online, they're doing research before they reach out. They're looking at your website, they're looking at your Facebook page, your reviews, your photos. And if what they find looks outdated or sparse or unprofessional, they don't even call at all. You've lost them before the phone even rang. There are some quick and simple fixes. You want to make sure that you update your photos on your site. Have real photos of your center and children if you get permission, of course. You want real photos, not those stock photos. You want to make sure that your hours and your address are correct everywhere and that they're easy to find. And strive to get at least 5 really good Google reviews. Those 3 things alone will increase how many people pick up the phone to call you. And then while you're updating your site, make sure you're doing these 2 things. Add a schedule a tour button. Parents want to take action on their own timeline. They don't want to wait for a callback. And you also want to offer something worth downloading to build an email list. You can offer your parent handbook, your program brochure, your enrollment policies. Put it right there on the page. They get the information they're looking for, you get their email address, and then you can follow up with them. That's how you stay in front of families who aren't quite ready to enroll, but they will be soon. And let me know in the comments if you want a deep dive on how to add either of those 2 things on your site. Now, leak number 2 is that you're not following up systematically. Now, this is the big one. Most childcare owners or directors follow up once, maybe twice, and then they stop because they don't want to be annoying. But here's the truth. Following up isn't annoying. It's professional. Parents are busy. Life gets in the way. They meant to call you back and forgot. A warm, caring follow-up from you isn't pushy. It's the reminder that they needed. Research consistently shows that it takes 3 to 5 touch points before someone makes a decision. Most of your competitors are doing 0 follow-up. That means if you do even 1 follow-up call or text, you're already ahead. And then link number 3 is that you're not activating word of mouth. Word of mouth is your most powerful marketing tool, but most owners treat it like something that just happens on its own, and it doesn't. You have to ask for it. You have to make it easy, and you have to give your current families a reason to talk about you. Now, we'll come back to this one at the end of the video because I want to give you a specific referral system that you can implement this week. Okay, the 3-touch follow-up system. These are the type of things that I teach inside of my community, the Child Care Leader Circle, and I'm giving it to you right here for free. But before I get into how to follow up, I want to talk about something else. Wouldn't it be nice if you didn't have to follow up at all? I want to mention that when someone calls the very first time, don't let them off the phone without these 3 things. Then you won't have to follow up, right? So when a parent calls you, that is your highest leverage moment. She is warm, she is interested, and she is right there. Your job on that call is to not just answer her questions, it's to do 3 things before you hang up. Number 1, get her contact information. You want to get her name, her child's name, her email address, and her phone number. Do not wait for her to volunteer it. You want to ask for it directly. Something like, "Hey, I'd love to send you some more information about a program. What is the best email to reach you?" Most parents will give it to you without a second thought. Now you have a way to follow up, even if she never calls back. Number 2, answer her questions warmly and specifically. Tell her about your program. Make her feel like her child already belongs there, but keep it conversational. You're not reading from a brochure. You really want to make a connection. You're talking to a mom who's trying to make a very difficult decision on who to trust with her child. And then number 3, and this is the most important one, book the tour before you hang up. Not feel free to come by sometime. Not, well, just let me know when it works. You want to give a specific date, a specific time right now while she's on the phone and she's excited. It sounds like this. I would love for you to come see us in person. That is really where you get a feel for whether we're the right fit for you. I have a Thursday at 10 a.m. or a Friday at 2 p.m. available this week. Which one works better for you? And here's why this is so critical. The moment she hangs up, life happens. The kids need dinner. Her phone blows up. She gets distracted. And your program, as wonderful as it is, it fades into the background. But if she has a tour on the calendar, she has a reason to come back. And a scheduled tour converts at a dramatically higher rate than a family who said, I'll think about it. So get that tour booked before you say goodbye. And if she truly can't commit to a time right then, that's okay. That's what the follow-up system is for. But always try to book it live first. Okay, now, what happens when she doesn't book on the call? That's where the 3-touch system comes in. So touch 1. Same day as the inquiry. The moment a family calls, emails, or messages you, you respond the same day. If you don't have time for a full conversation, at minimum, you acknowledge them. And if you spoke with her, but you couldn't lock in a tour time, send her a short email that same day. And it sounds something like this. Hi, first name. It was so nice talking with you today about child's name, Johnny. I'd love to have you come see our program in person. We give tours on Thursdays and Fridays at 12 and 2. Here's the link to grab a spot. Looking forward to meeting you. And then touch 2, 48 hours later. So 2 days after the first contact, you follow up again. And this one is short, personal, no pressure. It sounds like this. Hi, first name. Just wanted to check in and see if you had any questions about our program or if you'd like to come in for a visit. We'd love to meet Johnny, child's name. That's it. Short, warm, no pressure. You're just showing her that you care and that you remember them. And that alone sets you apart from 90% of programs out there. And then touch 3 is 1 week after the initial inquiry. So one final touch. This is the one that most owners skip, but this is often the one that converts the fence sitters. And it sounds like this. Hi, first name. I know childcare decisions take time and I completely understand. I just wanted to let you know that we still have X amount, 2 spots available. If you have any questions or want to come in and take a look, I'm here, no pressure at all. I just wanted to touch base. 3 touches, that's all. Most of your competitors are doing 0. You do 3 warm personal touches and you will see your conversion rate improve. I promise you that. And this same approach applies to tours too. So if a family comes in and walks through your program, meets your teachers, and then goes quiet, don't assume they chose somewhere else. Use the same 3-touch system. Thank them the same day. Check in 48 hours later, and then follow up one final time a week out. A family who toured your program already showed up. They already walked through your door. They pictured their child there. Sometimes they just need one more nudge from someone who genuinely wants them there. And you want to be that person. Okay, so I promised you a referral system, and it's simpler than you think. Most programs wait for parents to organically mention them to a friend, and that works sometimes. But if you want consistent word of mouth, you have to be intentional about it. So here's a 3-step referral system that you can start this week. All right, so step 1, ask for a testimonial when the moment is right. So when a parent comes to you and they say something wonderful to you, and it will happen, ask if you can write it down and use it. So when they come to you and they say, I just want you to know I love Miss Amy. She is so wonderful. Let them say their piece and then say, hey, can I write that down and use it for our website, or can I use that testimonial? Or better yet, hand them a card and ask them to write it down. Or you can ask if you can film a quick 30-second video. I know that can be a lot, but videos are wonderful. Parent testimonials on your website and social media are worth more than any ad you could ever run. And I have a free testimonial parent card on my website. I will put the link in the description. And step 2 is to make your referral program official. So create a simple referral incentive. So tell your parents for every family that they refer who enrolls, you will give them something meaningful, maybe a gift card, a week of free tuition, a credit toward their account. Announce it at pickup, put it in your newsletter, post it on your Facebook page, send them an email. And when people know that there's a reward for sharing, they will share more. And then step 3 is to give your staff a reason to recruit too. So your staff interact with parents every single day. They're at pickup, they're at drop off. They're the ones parents trust. Create a staff referral bonus. If a teacher refers a family who enrolls, they get a $50 bonus or a $100 bonus. It costs you almost nothing compared to what a new enrolled family brings in over a year. You already have the best marketing tool in the world inside your building every day. Happy children and the staff who love them. You just have to give it a little structure. I put together a free resource called the Fill Your Spots Enrollment Audit. It walks you through exactly where your enrollment is leaking so that you can find the gaps and fix them. It covers your online presence, your follow-up process, your referral systems, and so much more. The link is in the description. It's completely free, so go grab it and actually work through it. Your numbers will tell you exactly where to focus. And the last thing is I've been building a community for childcare owners where we work through things like this together every single month. Live calls, monthly trainings, real tools, people who actually understand what you're dealing with. If the idea of not having to figure out this enrollment thing completely alone sounds good to you, click the link in the description to learn more about the Childcare Leaders Circle. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. I'll see you in the next one.